Good morning everyone, welcome to Find Your Flow. If you're doing this not in the morning as well, hi anyway, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me for sunrise yoga. Basically this is just a really nice practice to wake up the body, get the blood shifted and leave you feeling great for the rest of your day. So hop on the mat and I will meet you there. So starting off in mountain pose, feeling the ground beneath the feet really firmly, spreading through each of our toes, softening the knees. And then bringing the hands wherever they feel comfortable, whatever feels like it resonates with you this morning. Maybe the left hand's on the heart, right hand on the stomach. Maybe there's somewhere else. Whenever you've placed your hands, just close the eyes. Take the tension away from the shoulders. And really imagine this long spine with a pool of white light around the tailbone and the pelvis space. And every inhale you take, this white light shoots up the spine all the way towards the crown of the head. And with every exhale, this white light travels back down from the crown of the head through the spine to the pool of light in your tailbone area. And just keep imagining this as we breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Starting our day off with this intentional breathing. Or maybe we're not even doing this at the start of our day. Whenever we are doing this, just taking this time to refocus our awareness back on the breath and on the present moment. Just finding a few more breaths here. One more breath. Releasing the arms, opening the eyes if you'd like to, and bending the knees as we reach the arms wide. Spread your wings. Reach for the sky and take hold of the right wrist with the left hand. Reach a little bit taller and then fold over to the left side. Keeping the heart space radiating up, finding a breath here before floating back through center and taking the left wrist with the right hand, reaching tall first before folding, breathing into the side ribs and the intercostal muscles. Just keeping this nice and gentle as we wake up the body and floating back to center, releasing the arms, taking their shoulders, the hands to the shoulders, as we circle the elbows round one way and the opposite way. Nice, then float back to center. Take the hands behind the head. You can interlace if this feels good. Leading with the left elbow, floating it down towards the ground. And then chin towards the chest as we roll forwards. Nice, then right elbow down and then lifting all the way back up, finding this circle as we roll forwards and back, just waking up the back body space, the front body, the shoulders, arms, the head and neck. 3 times this way and then send your circles 3 times in the opposite direction, keeping this soft, easy, gentle. So whenever you've finished, come back, release the arms. If you're on your mat, make your way to the front, chin towards the chest as we roll all the way down into a forward fold. Nice, generous bend in the knees. And keeping the arms super, super heavy, just rock from side to side. Floating back, lifting up halfway, reaching the hands back, finding our airplane wings, just inviting a little more length through our spine, and then folding down to the ground, bringing the hands to the earth as we step both feet back, knees down, coming into a tabletop all fours, with our wrists beneath our shoulders, spreading through the fingers, knees beneath the hips, grounding down through the tops of the feet, finding a little more mobility, waking up our spine as we roll our tailbone down to the ground, lift the spine all the way up to the sky, drop the gaze. Move with your breath as we lift the tailbone, roll through the spine, tummy down, gaze lifts just slightly, nice. Moving 2 more times through our cat and cow poses. Find something new today, keep pressing through the palms as we lift out of the shoulder space. Notice if we're collapsing and sinking in here, really find this activation. Just waking up the muscles nice and gently. And floating back to your neutral spine. Coming to sit the hips back on the heels, lengthen the arms a little bit further out. Finding like a child's pose kind of variation, but keeping the knees and the legs a little bit wider apart. And then curling through like an angry cat, spine towards the sky, rolling forwards, sending the tummy down, heart space forwards into a cobra stroke upward facing dog. And then rolling back, angry cat, sitting the hips on the heels, child's pose. Doing this little dance sequence here 2 more times, really arching through the spine, then rolling it forwards. Lovely. And can we keep this nice and fluid? So it's really easy to maybe keep quite robotic with this as we flow from one pose to the other, but just feel what feels good. And as always, I think I've lost count, so the next time you come back to child's pose, stay there. Lift off the heels slightly as we tuck the toes under, reaching the arms out in front. Then pressing down through the palms, we'll float the tailbone high, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Just pedal through the heels, wiggle the hips from side to side. And then slowly walking the feet towards the hands to the front of the mat, finding a fold. Inhaling to lift up halfway, finding a flat back. Exhaling to release, fingertips come down as we step the right leg back. Bringing the right knee to the earth and finding a lunge, reaching the hands for the sky. And softening the right hand down, we can use our support if we like to. Left hand reaches for the sky. Breathing in, breathing out, floating back to center, hands reach and then elbows soften into cactus arms. Keep the shoulders away from the ears here, notice this space. And then curling the spine, chin towards the chest, forearms float towards each other. And then opening, lifting through the heart, taking the arms slightly back, moving with the breath 2 more times. Curling and opening. And if we want to pad under the back knee here, feel free to do so. Lovely. And coming all the way back into our lunge, interlacing the hands behind us as we reach the knuckles down and away. Now this already might feel enough for you today, and if so, awesome, stay there. But we might like to send the hands even further away. Maybe we lift our gaze and our heart, finding a really small back bend. Wherever we are, 1 more breath. And then releasing the hands, framing the front foot, flexing the left toes towards the face, and finding a couple of breaths here, bringing our stomach down towards our thigh. Keep this bend in the knee. Lovely, rocking forwards, bringing the fingertips to the ground as we tuck the back toes under and step the right foot forwards back into our forwards fold. Inhaling to lift up halfway. Maybe the hands come down onto the thighs now. Exhaling to release. Hands either side of the right leg as we step the left leg back. Left knee on the ground. Rising. And then sending the left hand to the earth or our prop. Right hand reaches for the sky in our twist. Just waking up our center today as well, all of the internal organs. And then floating back, reaching the hands, cactus arms. Really keeping the arms here with purpose rather than just hanging out. And we really give them some sort of power, energy, shooting through the fingertips towards the sky. And then curling the chin towards the chest, just moving our spine in a way that feels good before opening, lifting for the sky. 2 more times. Again, keeping this fluid like a wave, cresting and falling. Lovely. Coming all the way back, interlacing the hands, sending the knuckles down and away. Maybe we lift the gaze. But listen to your body, there's no rush to do anything here. 1 more breath. And then releasing, framing the front foot as we flex the right toes towards the face. And be mindful we aren't just hunching, rounding and collapsing here. So keeping this length all the way from the tailbone to the crown of the head. 1 more breath. Nice. And then rocking forwards. Lift the back knee off the ground and step all the way back, forward fold. Inhaling to lift up halfway. Exhaling to release and then rooting down through the feet to rise up to standing. Arms reach for the sky and taking hold of the right wrist with the left hand. We reach a little taller and fold over to the left. Coming all the way back. Left wrist to the right hand and folding over to the left. Nice. Floating all the way back to center. Releasing the arms, curling the chin towards the chest as we make our way down into our forward fold. Bringing the fingertips either side of the front foot, stepping the right leg back, but this time bringing the right foot to the ground, toes turning out. Rooting down to rise up into a warrior 1. Front knee bent, back leg internally rotating towards the center. Arms reach for the sky and then we soften into our cactus arms. So notice the space you have today and really take a stance that feels good for you as you are. Breathing in and breathing out. And releasing the arms, interlacing them behind the back as we reach the knuckles down and away again. And perhaps you notice there's a little bit more space here, a little bit more freedom. And we can stay here for a few more breaths, or if it's in our practice, keep lengthening, keep reaching as we fold forwards, bringing the crown of the head down towards the ground in a humble warrior. Keep rooting through both feet. Toes stay nice and soft. 1 more breath here. As you exhale, rise back up. Nice. Release the hands, pivot on the back foot, coming into a lunge with the right hand down. You can take your prop if you like. Left hand for the sky, opening into a twist. Gorgeous. And releasing back to center, stepping the right foot up to meet the left foot, forward fold. Inhaling, lift halfway. Exhale, release. Bring the right foot and send the left foot back, turning the toes out there. Nice wide stance as we rise up, warrior 1. Lovely. Listen to your breath. Notice where your awareness has traveled. Find something new. Releasing the hands, interlacing them behind the back body. Sending the knuckles down and away, reaching. And perhaps we stay here or finding our humble warrior variation if this feels good for you. Crown of the head down to the ground. Just getting the blood flushing in all the different directions. Breathe deep, my friend. 1 more breath here. before rising, pressing down into the feet and releasing the hands as we pivot the back foot into a lunge. Left hand comes down, right hand reaches for the sky. Finding one more breath here before coming all the way back, stepping into our fold and releasing. Inhale to lift up halfway. Maybe the hands come down to the shins for this last one. And exhale to release, planting the palms, both feet come back. And we lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Breathing in, breathing out. And now as slow as you can go, connecting to our core center, we're going to bend the knees and start to shift our weight forwards. So the shoulders come over the wrists, and as we bend the knees, we bring them down towards the ground. We keep them hovering off the earth. Keep breathing and breathing and breathing. Nice. Smiles are allowed for one more breath. Nice. And then soften, scoot the legs to one side and come through to find a comfortable seat. Maybe you lift your hips up onto some support here, a towel, blanket, pillow, whatever you have. And either come to find cross-legged or another version of a seat that feels good for you. And then just taking the left hand to the outer right thigh, right hand swims all the way behind us, we lift into a twist. Inhaling to find even more length through the spine, exhaling to maybe explore this twist a little deeper. And this might feel really, really good, so just breathe wherever you are, listening to your body. Floating back to center on your next exhale with your own breath. And then right hand to the outer left thigh, left hand all the way behind, just twisting on the other side. Exploring this through the rib cage. One more breath before traveling back to center and allowing the arms to rest wherever they feel most comfortable. If you're starting your day with this practice, you might like to bring the palms to face up towards the sky as the sun's up. If you're doing this at sunrise, even better. Send some love and gratitude to the beautiful sun, the earth we live on. And either keeping the hands where they are, floating the palms together at the heart. I thank you so much for joining me. Wishing you an amazing rest of your day. From my heart to yours, namaste.